Guys, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is April 7, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your support. The Red Dragon will launch an invasion of Taiwan in next few months. This breaking news is coming out right now, guys. Please share the video. We have more information coming out. The Red Dragon vows extraordinary efforts to fight Donald tariff hit. At the same time, they got hit really hard. The global stock rout. Asia melts down after tariff shock. The market across Asia cratered Monday as fallout from Donald's sweeping tariffs trigger panic selling. Man, they are sounding the alarm. Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, China, Malaysia, Australia, Philippines, New Zealand. Circuit breaker hits in Tokyo. And you have Taiwan. Major tech and bank stocks led to the plunge. Led the plunge. Truly apologize, guys. I'm very tired and just got home not too long ago. But again, we're going to see what's going on with all this news here, guys. This is a big bombshell report. It seems like the Red Dragon might start their operation of imminent invasion of the island Taiwan. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19 number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the PayPal link and the Cash App link in the description box. Thank you so much for your support. Patreon is going to be tomorrow morning. I already got the live stream all set up. Alright, so Patreon is going to be tomorrow. Give me a second here. Let me just show you a little bit of the Patreon. Alright, so I do have the information here. Starting soon. It was April 6th, but I kind of changed it to April the 7th. I just got home not too long ago. And I'm working extra hours to catch up with to fix the AC unit. My AC unit, the house AC unit, is completely gone. I got the AC company came today. They checked it out. They got the compressor, everything running. The problem is the wire connection, is everything. So to replace the whole unit, it does cost an arm and a leg, $8,500. So they're gonna try to do the wires, but it seems like it's not the wire only. They checked the thermostat and everything, but it seems like it's the entire unit. Now I did purchase this home not too long ago. We got hit with the hurricane and I had to replace the roof. That was an arm and a leg. And a month later, the AC unit. It's like one thing after the other. But again, that's, you know, part of the you know, purchasing a home. That's, you know, part of the fixer upper, you know, when it comes to fixing certain things. And you know, I'm no longer a tenant. You know, I can't call my landlord, hey, can you come by my house? And, you know, AC is not working. Nope. I am the owner of the house and I have to fix it. All right, so thank you so much for the prayer, guys. It says here the Red Dragon flagship newspaper says the Gov is ready to unleash aggressive monetary and fiscal support to counter Donald's sweeping tariffs. Now, once again, the People's Daily says the Red Dragon could cut interest rate and widen its budget deficit if needed, while accelerating domestic consumption and stabilizing markets. Now, once again, the Red Dragon is down 6%. Hong Kong and others more than 10%. This is not looking good. Now, what about us? What about the sleeping giant? when we wake up, are we going to see red? A lot of people right now are biting their fingernails right now, saying, oh boy, I'm scared to wake up in the morning and see the stock markets. So again, Donald warned that this thing is going to get really ugly, but at the very end of the tunnel, there is a light and things are going to get better. All right, so again, according to Donald. All right, so a takeover. Now we're going to go to the imminent invasion of a biblical war. Intelligence sources said the Red Dragon will try to take Taiwan in 6 months. A takeover of Red Dragon on the island of Taiwan by the mainland republic, the People's Republic of the Red Dragon, is increasingly being considered a question of not if, but when. The Red Dragon unrelenting program of harassment activities directed against the ROC has been described by Sir Alex Younger, the former chief of the UK's Secret Intelligence Service, as a textbook on subversion, cyber, and political harassment, or a case study for understanding the aspect of a gray zone type warfare. All right, so let's see what's going on here. The Red Dragon threat to the island. While the situation with the ROC has unique aspect related to its long-running tensions with the mainland, the gray zone type harassment it faces is nearly identical to the action taken by both the PRC and the Bear against other nations in Europe and Asia. These include sabotaging undersea infrastructure like the internet and other communication cables, election interference, and digitalized disinfo. On March 4, the administration of Donald imposed a set of tariffs on the PRC, which Washington billed as incentives for the Red Dragon to return to what Washington defines as equitable and fair trade. This prompted the PRC ambassador to make the semi-ambiguous threat that his country was prepared for any type of biblical war with the sleeping giant. So the Red Dragon could invade soon. Intel sources. So once again, these information is coming out today, and we've been hearing, hearing this type of stuff that the Red Dragon is going to invade. We've been hearing this stuff for the past 10 years, but this year it could be a lot different because the Red Dragon is getting hit with all these tariffs and the island and the world and all that, and things are just out of control right now. There's a possibility the Red Dragon might invade this year. The ambassador's statement has been interpreted as the Red Dragon now deciding that the time may be ripe for a move against the ROC, as the opening round in a direct conflict with the sleeping giant. Intelligence sources who have spoken to 1945 about this story now state that they believe an attempt by the Red Dragon to do just that is no less than 6 months away. The same intelligence sources elaborate further that the 6 months from now time frame is being prompted by the belief among the Red Dragon CCP party senior leadership that the sleeping giant administration in Washington will either be unwilling or unable to prevent an invasion by the CCP and its military arm, the People Liberation Army. Once again, the Red Dragon has done their military exercises. They even surrounded Australia. They got their military exercises going on out there too. It's just a matter of time when things start to hit the fan. The Red Dragon Taiwan option. A recent assessment of the Red Dragon options to affect this takeover by Chuck DeVore, a retired U.S. Army lieutenant colonel and former California legislator, Project 3 possible scenarios: a patient choke, a lightning grab, or full chaos. As this former lieutenant colonel, the first option will be a full unblockade of the ROC. The Red Dragon Navy will ring the island like a steel noose, turning the island straight into a zone. Of course, 90% of the island food and all its natural gas come by ship. Snip that lifeline, and the island will starve for months. No invasion, and a lot of stuff here I'm just gonna skip. The second possibility would involve massive Red Dragon missile strikes, devastating the island defenses and overloading its Patriot and other missile defense system. So the first thing they do is just weaken them by starving them. And yeah, that's kind of brutal right there. That's like evil stuff. And by doing that, it's just barbarian stuff, Roman Empire style. The second possibility would involve massive Red Dragon missile strike, devastating the island defense and overloading its Patriot and other missile defense system. The Red Dragon army of patriotic hackers would crash the ROC power grids and shut down the internet and phone networks simultaneously. 100,000 PLA troops will hit the island beaches. 100,000? Man, you guys ain't playing around. Imagine that. First you starve them, and then you drop the hammer on them with these powerful missiles, and then 100,000 Red Dragon soldiers will step foot on the island beach. Given the 12-hour time difference with the sleeping giant, this will all transpire as DeVore writes. Before the sleeping giant wakes up, the Red Dragon objective will therefore be to seize the capital of the island in days and present the world with a done deal. Yeah, I don't see it happening like that. Yeah, it's not like we're gonna wake up and then that's it. They have taken over. You got allies out there: Japan, Australia. You got Philippines. You got all them regions. Again, we have sleeping giant warships out there in South Korea. So it ain't like sleeping giant's gonna wake up and game over. The doomsday scenario. The third possibility is the nightmare doomsday scenario. In this variant, the PRC attempts to take the ROC and destroy the defense potential of the sleeping giant and all of sleeping giant regional allies. Missile barrages would not only smash military sites on the ROC, but also any sleeping giant bases in Japan, Guam, and the Philippines. While this chaos is being created in Asia, the Red Dragon, 20,000 or more men of military aid smuggled into the sleeping giant under the protocols of Joe. Open border begin striking in conjunction with the Mexican cartels. Whoa. The sleeping giant lost his complete control of the southern border with, look at this here. I'm not going to say that name there, guys. Basically, it's going to be some back and forth going on at the border crossing points and sabotage strikes inside of the border of the Texas side. Infrastructure is brought down by strike on power grids. As DeVore points out, this would be a modern day version of what was directed in the infamous 1917, I'm going to skip that name, telegram. Then, in parallel, Germany tried to sic Mexico on the sleeping giant to distract it from WW1, even sending military advisors to Mexico. Britain cracked the code, and the sleeping giant declared war on Germany. For the PRC, this unleashing unrestricted warfare splits the sleeping giant attentions, buys invasion of the ROC time, and tests alliance resolve. But it's a high risk gamble, especially if caught before launch. Further, the sleeping giant may gain by rallying worldwide outrage, reinforcing global leadership, and punishing the Red Dragon economically. And yeah, we're kind of doing that right now with these tariffs. I just showed you the stock, the numbers. So what will the Red Dragon do? It is not like the PRC is unprepared to execute one of the above options. In February, Admiral Samuel Pompeo, commander of the US Indo-Pacific Command, declared that these regular movements of planned ships around the island and harassment flights of the PLAAF aircraft are not exercises. They are rehearsals for forced reunification of the island with the communist mainland. Within 6 months, we may know if one of these three options succeeds or fails. And you can't forget the Red Dragon. Boom. They just put out their very powerful aircraft. We also put out ours. It's called the F-47. And ours, we have the F-47, and it's accompanied by many, many drones. So we are definitely seeing a lot of these WW3 wars equipments going on here. So you have divorce conclusion. The sleeping giant edge lies in vigilance, allies, and the will to slug it out if needed. The Red Dragon gamble, picking the right play and hoping friction doesn't lead to ruination. All right. So once again, guys, that's a big breaking news that's coming out. I just wanted to share this with you. The Red Dragon will launch an invasion of Taiwan in the next few months. What are your thoughts? Leave comments down below. But like I say, guys, look, we've been hearing this stuff for many, many years. Just like with Iran, Persia, supposedly, again, for the past 4 or 5 years, Persia is going to have nukes in the next 6 months. It's been 5 years. So, but again, I don't understand why they keep putting all these information out. But this is coming out from very important colonel, sleeping giant colonel, former colonel, that is sounding the alarm that this could happen this year. At the same time, the global stock, well, it's not looking good. Markets across Asia cratered Monday as fallout from Donald's sweeping tariff triggered panic selling. And that's where we are right now, guys. We keep it updated when it comes to these nation against nations and kingdom against kingdom. Buckle up. We are definitely seeing something different here. And under Donald, there's been a lot more biblical wars going on. I'm not seeing peace, but tensions are rising, and many nations are preparing for WW3. Many are preparing for worst case scenario, economic collapse. So we are definitely seeing something here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.